Welcome back to my channel, and this is my second video on the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Today I'm going to share 4 key tips from the foreword of this book that you can reflect upon, we can reflect upon, and change our lives for the better. So the first one is remembering death. Here he talks about that how many people actually wished when they're on their deathbed that they should have been watching more TV or should have been eating more pizza. Rather, they wished that they spent more time with their loved ones and spent more time in service of others and some meaningful pursuit, their calling. And it's very important that when we reflect on death and when we think about that, the mortality of the life, we start to become more and more clear. But we have to do that intentionally, otherwise in our day-to-day lives, we kind of forget that all of us are going to die. And by reflecting that, you take a step back and you start to focus on what really matters to you. And it's an iterative process. First time when you're going to reflect, something will come up, and then you do that and you may find that, okay, this really doesn't matter to me. But sometimes things are really clear. Your relationship with your closed ones and the time you spend at work, what are you working on and how are you working, And just to give you an example, there are many times, when I'm dropping my kids to the daycare, it's very chaotic and can become very stressful. And not always, but sometimes this remembering death helps me, because while I'm driving in the car, I may be shouting at them that, okay, because of them, I'm late, and now I'm going to be late at work, and I have to do now more things in less time. But then this voice of Stephen Covey, remembering death, comes back in my head. And when I ultimately drop them at the daycare, I imagine that this could be the last moment I meet them. That is reality. Life can end at any time. So do I want to leave them with an angry heart? Or do I want to give them a hug right now so that if this is my last moment with them, then that's what they're going to remember. So just an example, right? So remembering death. So start using that exercise to bring more clarity into your life, to see what you're doing on a daily basis and strip some of the things that really don't matter. Another one is that whatever we are sharing, share with your loved ones, because it's a journey. Like you take a journey to a beautiful place and you want to share with the people you love. In the same way, we are taking a journey, an inner journey, where we are improving ourselves and making the quality of our life better. Why not do it together? And you don't have to be an evangelist, just do it in a loving way, right? And you will find what works best for you and people around you. So do that. Maybe an idea is you can start creating a book club, a book that you all like, and you read that and then talk about it. That's one way. And then other he mentioned is that apply and to do what you learn. Because if you don't apply and don't do what we learned from this book, basically you didn't learn anything. And that is a very powerful reminder, because I've seen in my life there are many books I've read and hardly 5% of the wisdom I've ever applied. And I struggle with that. And that's why this message is so important, that let's learn, but also make sure that we apply and we do what we learn, so that actual transformative change can happen in our life. So these are the 3 things that I want you to kind of take away from this video. One is remembering death to bring more clarity in your life. Whatever good you learn from this book or anywhere else, share with your loved ones. And then third one, whatever you're reading and actually learning, you do it and apply it. That's how you actually learn it. There's a quote which is like, practice makes a man perfect. So that's what we're doing, learning and applying it, practicing it day in and day out. And the thing is, he also mentioned that you're going to struggle with its application, because as you apply these powerful teachings to something that you're facing right now and what your life is right now, your struggles are going to change. And as your struggles change, you will have to apply these teachings in a different territory and different time and space. But the thing is, you will keep getting better and better, right? And that's the hope, and that's the trust. So I hope you are watching this video and enjoying the content. Please leave a comment and a feedback, and I will see you again. Love, peace, and health.